Hello, and welcome to the Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. But not 4. But it's from 1974. And this film I had on my list for quite some time. And recently it got recommended to me. So it moved up the priority. And now it's time to watch it. It stars Robert Shaw, which I've seen in Figures in the Landscape, Jaws, and what I forgot to mention last time, in Sting. Walter Matthau. I love Walter Matthau. Especially in his comedic roles. But this one is not a comedic role, isn't it? This film is labeled as action, crime, thriller. And I think Walter Matthau plays a cop, and Robert Shaw plays the bad guy. Robert Shaw is made to play the bad guy. Walter Matthau. Yeah. And Jerry Stiller. Jerry Stiller is in it. Arthur Spooner himself. Yeah, and again, in a not comedic role. That's what gets me excited about this. I heard that it's a very gritty 70s flick. Takes place in New York. And if I had a New York shirt, I would wearing it, but Chicago close enough. There's also a remake made by Tony Scott, which is a great director, but this is not as high, not nearly as high rated as this film. And Tony Scott also directed Unstoppable, and I always confused it with the remake of Taking of Pelham. But Unstoppable is high rated, got a 7 point something, and it came out directly after the remake of Pelham. So, if this is worth watching, let me know. What I know about this film is that some criminals, which I guess is Robert Shaw, hijack a subway train and want to get ransom for the prisoners, for the hostages. And my guess is that Walter Matthau and maybe Jerry Stiller trying to prevent that. Okay. Something else? I guess not. So, I would say, let's rock. I notice it's the same font style like Figures in the Landscape. Walter Matthau. Robert Shaw. Every time I say Robert Shaw, I say Robert Shaw. Jerry Stiller was not in the credits. Interesting. So he's playing a smaller role, I guess.
And the doors are closed. Now I'm checking my indicator lights to make sure all the doors are locked. I remove my switch key, go back out the window for a distance of 3 car lengths to make sure no one's being dragged.
Okay. So he's still learning. And there's 2 of them. Normally it's just 1.
Grand Central Station, next stop.
Wonder if these 2 shown by now are 2 of the hostage takers. And they both have glasses and a mustache. This has to be Robert Shaw. And he also has glasses. And a mustache, of course. Interesting. So, if the hostages got questioned by the police, and they asked them, how do they look? Glasses and a mustache. Reminds me of this glasses with the nose and the mustache. Walter Matthau.
Follow me, gentlemen, please. New York City subway system is the largest in the world with 237 miles of track, 7,000...
Jerry Stiller. There he is.
Rico, I'd like you to meet some good friends of the chairman.
Hiya.
Very good friends, Rico.
Hiya.
Rico, these are the directors of the Tokyo subway.
So it has comedy elements. Brooklyn Bridge. So they are always driving, I assume. Non-stop.
What's your name, Motorman?
Denny Doyle, sir?
You ever been written up?
Yes, sir, once.
What for?
Running a red signal.
This guy is also very familiar.
Thanks, Mr. Gray.
Don't mention it, Mr. Green, right?
Right.
Mr. Green. Is this like in Reservoir Dogs? Okay. But why did they do that? And also, the question is also, how do they plan to escape? Now they left half of the hostages back. Or is it empty? Think not. Okay. Now they're letting them know.
Anybody who tries to rise is going to get shot.
What the fuck?
There's another one.
Some of them were laughing.
I'll turn off the power.
All right, if you can.
All right. Everybody in this part of the car move to the back.
They cut the power and they're standing. So they don't plan to drive? That's interesting.
Why am I still seeing these lights in this tunnel? Well, that's an emergency. They run an AC like the signals. Stop that, will you? Oh, sorry.
Stop that. Okay.
What's up, Z?
You won't believe it.
You know me, I'll believe anything.
A train's been hijacked.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
Nothing happened, lady. No, nobody's killed.
Yet. Not yet.
Excuse me, sir. What's going to happen to us if you don't get what you want?
Excuse me, sir. We are going to get what we want.
Will they?
The time is now 2:13. The money must be in our hands not later than 3:13. 1 hour from now. Now, if the money is not in our hands, we'll kill one hostage for every minute you're late.
Every minute? Okay. But what if they are 18 minutes late? Then they have no hostages left. I still wonder why they released the hostages in the second car. Is it called a car?
I'm sorry you have the flu, Mr. Mayor.
The mayor. And he's also sick, like one of the hostage takers.
Shoot your ass off, Kumar. The hell with you. I'm coming on board. I warned you, stupid.
Holy shit.
It was pretty ballsy, but also pretty stupid. But now, someone died. Now, all the police is on alert. Even higher than before.
Warren, I thought it over. I know what we're gonna do.
You tell me.
We're gonna let him keep the goddamn subway train. Hell, we got plenty of them. We'll never even miss it.
How about the 18 hostages, Al? We gonna miss them?
This guy's also very familiar. He played a cop before in some other film. In Serpico? Was it Serpico? Yeah. It was Serpico. The Twin Towers were just finished, I think, 2 years by that time. Or just 1 year by the time of filming.
We all know what's going on underground, don't we? So the main issue is whether or not we're going to pay the ransom.
Whether or not to pay the ransom.
Jesse, what do you say?
I know $1 million sounds like a lot of money. But just think what you're going to get in return.
Especially in 74.
What?
18 sure votes.
Hey, and this is Doris Roberts. She played the mother in Everybody Loves Raymond. But paying the 1 million is a must. They have to pay the money so nobody gets killed, and they still can try to arrest them. But they have to pay the money.
Don't worry, they're gonna have to pay.
Suppose they don't. Well, then a lot of people are gonna die, aren't they? Including us.
That's right, including them. So, still the question, how do they plan to escape? Maybe they prepared something like a tunnel? It must be, I don't see any other way than just a tunnel somewhere. Or just, no, they cut the electricity so they can't get away with the train.
It is now 2:47. That means you have got 26 minutes.
Hey, wait a minute, pal. Wait a minute. We agreed to pay you the money. Now turn your clock off, will you?
26 minutes. Your clock's running.
26 minutes. After that, we can start scratching them off 1 per minute.
26 minutes. And another thing is, isn't it then be marked? I don't think that they give them unmarked money.
Listen, how long does it take to get all that money together anyway?
We'll never make it. The passengers are dead ducks. I wonder what that cop's thinking about now.
What cop?
The one who's a hostage. Shit, I'm glad it's not me.
Have I heard it correctly? One hostage is a cop? That would be interesting.
Has the money left yet, Inspector?
Not yet.
Well, what are they waiting for, Inspector? For God's sake, give them a goose, will you? We're running out of time. We're running out of time.
And I think the music very fits the scene. Like, you feel like it's moving, it's going on.
How about 15 more minutes, Pelham? A lousy 15 minutes?
Negative.
10 minutes, then. What difference can 10 minutes make to you?
Negative.
That's interesting. Because if they run out of hostages, it's game over for them. And New York traffic. So I guess this will get very close.
Headquarters, Charlie. We're crossing Houston Street, approaching Astor Place. Over.
They don't make it in
Still
time.
got 28 blocks. Floor the son of a bitch.
Oh shit. But can't they just say the money's there?
If they know the truck is wrecked, how can they expect us to be on time?
They don't know anything down there. How can they know anything where they are? Oh, mackerel, that's it. Pelham 123, the money has arrived.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
This is Pelham 123. You made it just in time, didn't you?
That was close.
Hey, you don't really think you're gonna get out of there, do you?
That's the question. Another possibility is if they hide somewhere in the train, like in the What's it called? Like in the ground, in the bottom of the train, or somehow. But my guess is still that they have a tunnel somewhere. What is he doing? Just hide. They see him. Uh-oh. Oh my god. They ruined it. Why did they shoot? I don't understand. What were they thinking? They shoot one and then what? Oh, that's so stupid.
Conductor.
You mean me? Yes, I do mean you. Would you just stand up and come down here, please?
Why? What are you gonna do?
Just something you can help me with.
Pick up the money. Of course.
Why do I have to go?
Come on. Here, I'll help you down on the track.
Oh god.
Come on, please help.
He got shot because the other cop thinks he's one of them.
Christ, he's coming this way.
What? Ah, of course. To kill a hostage. Ah, because they shot, they killed a hostage. But why? Why didn't they let him bring the money and then shoot him?
I warned you what the penalty would be.
Yeah, you warned me.
Where's the money? I'm going to give you 30 seconds more.
So don't they know that the money's lying there?
Mr. Blue, we got a light!
And I thought at least one of them were dead, but they're both still alive. But it could be unmarked, because the police hadn't much time to get it and deliver it. So there's no way they had time to mark it before. Or it's pre-marked in the bank, and they took that.
At the end of this conversation, you will restore power to the entire sector.
Oh, okay.
I emphasize green, Garber. If I so much as see a red light, let alone get tripped by one, I'll shoot another hostage.
I think I have a guess. I think they let the train drive away, but they stay and hide somewhere. And all the cops follow the train, and they can get away through the train tracks. Huh. That's my guess. But I still think that the cops will get them. And they get shot. That's my guess. Because there's already one on spot, and they will see if they plan to do that.
Lieutenant Garber, you see about restoring the power and clearing the tracks. And I'll start pulling our units out of the tunnel.
All units out of the tunnel.
Wait a minute. I think I just figured out how they're gonna get away.
I'm listening.
They're gonna fly the train to Cuba.
Yeah, it has to be that way.
This'll give them a jolt. Even before they expected it.
Look at this.
Holy Christ, she's moving.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong.
Just let us know when you clear the track. Okay, signing off. You think he's able to figure anything out? I mean, all those questions?
Not surprising in the circumstances, is it?
Figuring anything out. But what?
Hey, what the hell's going on out there?
Who said you could talk?
Ah, okay. And now through an emergency exit. He's a cop.
I'm a police officer.
But why does this cop take action now? He had chances before. Okay, now there are no hostages anymore. Okay, that's why. Okay, so they let the train drive. But now the hostages are all in danger. Because the police still thinks they're in there.
Oh, drills and numbers. Oh, this is all chicken shit. Why don't we just do it?
They are fake mustaches. Huh. They're all fake mustaches. I thought they were real.
Magazines and pockets.
Now imagine that the Robert Shaw character kills the other 3 people and takes all the money, and then the other cop kills him.
Doesn't make any sense. They know we're monitoring their position and we gotta be following them. So it's dumb.
Would be.
That short move they made between 28th Street and 17th Street, why'd they do that?
I don't know.
Suppose they wanted to do something they didn't want anybody else to know about.
Like jumping off the train. Turn around, Inspector. We're going back to 17th Street.
But then again, why? Why did they park there? Why didn't they park there in the first place instead of parking somewhere else, moving to this place, and then driving? Let the train drive by itself. And maybe this other cop, this black cop, who was in this other spot, now followed them. So that would mean that 2 cops are there now.
Blow it out of your ass, Mr. Blue.
Oh my God.
But does he kill them? That was number 1. Okay, he killed one. And this guy with the cold.
The mayor, go to your funeral.
Excuse me, fellow, would you mind dropping that gun and turning around, please? Drop it!
How polite.
Excuse me, do you people still execute in this state?
What? Oh, execute. No, not at the moment.
Pity.
Hey!
Huh.
Christ.
Huh. Alright. But one guy got away. And I think he has 500,000 on him. Because he took all the money from the dead guy.
Lead this way. Rico.
So, the last showdown. And it's not even the main bad guy.
Who's that? Police department.
Who?
Who?
You got a match?
No. You got a warrant? No. The Supreme Court says you have to have a warrant unless I'm under arrest. Oh, yeah?
That's right. Technically, he even have to let them in.
Sorry if we bothered you, Mr. Longman.
Sorry, Gesundheit.
And this comes back to him. And that's it? Ha! That's it. What great ending. Interesting that we didn't see his arrest. But that look. From Walter Matthau. Alright. Okay. So it's time for the review. Alright, that was it. That was the Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. And it was good. It was pretty good. Enjoyed it a lot. It was very suspenseful, well written, directed, and I've never heard of Joseph Sargent before, but this was pretty good. Robert Shaw, as always, great in his role, the typical bad man. The typical antagonist. And even Walter Matthau and Jerry Stiller in meant to be serious roles, but they gave the film some comedy elements. And that was also great. Yeah. And like someone said before, it's like, it's very... that New York feel, that 70s New York feel is unmatched, and I can see why. I can see why. This it's well filmed, and it captures the New York City in that time very good. And what I've noticed is what took a part in this gritty feeling is the film grain. A lot of takes had a lot of film grain in it. And this was underlying this atmosphere, I think. Yeah. I mean, it's a little detail, but it adds very much. And the scenes in the subway was very dark most of the time. So that film grain is natural from that. I don't know. Yeah. Back to the writing, which was pretty good. It's based on the novel. So here we go. John Godey. Well written. And great adaptation by Peter Stone. I was always on the edge of my seat when it comes to what happened next. I mean, the story was very simple, but still so engaging. I was constantly thinking, making up theories, what happens next. Yeah. And it was still good for a surprise. And that ending, that was very great. Like, the guy sneezing and Walter Matthau like... Yeah. I mean, I had a lot of questions throughout the film, but in the end, most of them got answered. Nominated for 2 BAFTA awards. Let's see. BAFTA Film Awards. Best Supporting Actor, Martin Balsam. Or Balsam. I don't know. David Shire. Award for Film Music. Oh yeah. The music. I mean, it was not an iconic score, but it was a great score because of the music. It was always, you could feel the rush. The police had so less time, and the music was underlying that. And it wasn't a typical score, even for the 70s. It was like a jazzy type of score, I would say. Yeah. I don't know, but very fitting. Alright. So to wrap it up, great performances. writing, directing, music. Camera work was pretty solid. Nothing special. But it was generating a good atmosphere. So overall, great film. I enjoyed it. And I would say, see you then. Bye bye.